Hello, I'm Taya Gherkin, a contributing editor to Acoustic Guitar, and I'm here with a new Epiphone called the Inspired by 1964 Texan. Epiphone first introduced the original Texan model in 1959, which was after Epiphone had been purchased by Gibson. And at the time, Epiphone was basing a lot of their models on existing Gibson models, and this was no exception to that, except that it resulted in a very cool instrument that really had a voice and a look all of its own. The Texan uses Gibson's slope shoulder dreadnought body, and it combines it with a long scale, 25.5 inches, which really makes it closer to a Gibson Advanced Jumbo than the more popular J45. Original Texans had a very narrow nut width of about 1 5/8 inches, which gave them a very unique feel. And players like Paul McCartney used Texans quite a bit. Wes Jones in England used it for playing fingerstyle. And it's really been a favorite guitar of a lot of well-known artists, and you can still see them on stages everywhere. Epiphone has reissued the Texan several times over the years, and this one is sort of the latest version that they've come up with. The 1964 Texan is built with a solid spruce top. It has a solid mahogany back, but laminated mahogany sides. It's X-braced, neck is mahogany, it's got a dovetail neck joint, and the fingerboard and bridge are rosewood. Really quite dark on this particular model. I almost thought that the bridge was ebony, it's so dark. True to the original, the guitar has a 25.5 inch scale, and they decided to make the neck a little bit wider than it would have been on a vintage Texan. It's 1 11/16 inches, and the string spacing is 2 3/16 inches at the saddle. And I'm guessing that for most players, these dimensions are actually preferable to the original Texan neck width and string spacing. The guitar has a gloss finish, Clusen Deluxe tuners, and it comes with a Shadow Sonic NanoFlex electronic package. And we'll listen to that in a moment, but essentially what it is, it's a NanoFlex pickup that's mounted under the saddle. The NanoFlex is a very thin piezo pickup that goes right in the bridge, and it has a sound hole mounted control unit with controls for volume, bass, and treble. So it's very unobtrusive. You almost don't know that it's there, but when you do need to plug in, it is available, and let's have a listen to what it sounds like. So I'm going to just start playing a little bit of fingerstyle plugged into this Fishman Loudbox 100 amp here, and then show you what the tone controls on the system sound like. Here we go. So quite a natural sound. Right now my tone controls are in about the middle of the range. If I turn the bass control up, not only do I get a little bass, but it's also feeding back a little because I'm sitting so close to the amp. But you can tell that the range is large enough to make some fairly drastic changes. Same with the treble control. Or rolled off. So I actually find that in this particular setting, having the tone controls right in the middle really yields the best sound. I've also noticed with the NanoFlex pickup that it's quite responsive to the entire guitar top. So if I tap anywhere on the guitar, it gets transmitted, which really results in a more complex signal than it would if it really just picked up the saddle of the guitar. So really a very nice sounding system. I love that it's so unobtrusive, and for a guitar with a list price of $748 and about $400 on the street, it's really a very complete package, and getting a really nice sounding pickup system is sort of icing on the cake in my view. Let's also listen to what the guitar sounds like played with a flat pick. I'm going to turn the amp back off so you can hear it acoustically, and give that a listen. So really quite a nice voice there too. The long scale kind of helps tighten up the sound a little bit. And it has certainly a slope shoulder Gibson type voice to it, but there's something about Texans that have always had a unique quality of their own, and this instrument does convey that. So it's really quite nice, very nice representation of a vintage instrument at a very affordable price. So definitely check it out. You can read the full review in the print or digital editions of Acoustic Guitar or online at acousticguitar.com. For Acoustic Guitar, my name is Taya Gurkin.